Okay, finally. Oops. All right. Wow. I'm actually going to try talking. I am speaking to you with COVID right now. Yep. So the last couple days have been crazy. You don't want to get COVID. Sore throat is unbelievable. But amazingly, it's okay right now. I'm not going to talk as much as I usually do. Because this isn't even a Warriors game. And I'm feeling better. But yeah, since game night, you saw me getting sick during the game. And it's almost... it's really odd how the timing has been perfect. Like, and I got the booster right before, but the booster takes 2 weeks to kick in. So I got the booster, and then I think that the day after we had a game 4, and I was feeling really tired by then. And then I got better, and then game 5, and then I got sick. Thought it was okay. Went to a drive-through tested negative, but then after that, didn't feel well, and that's when my throat started feeling sore. Got chills. That was the difference. I had chills 2 or 3 nights ago. It was the night after game 5. And then so I retested myself, was positive at the home test. By the way, if you're in America and you need some tests, go to USPS.com. They'll send you a few of them. I thought it was like they'll send you 8, but anyway. Okay, let's set this up. So right now, I feel okay. Just literally a couple hours ago, felt okay. You lose your appetite, so haven't eaten much. But I did manage to eat right before this. So far, so good. I'm trying not to talk too much today. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? All right. So people are saying Boston or Miami, and that's why I come in and I say, I can't predict. You just never know. It's funny, back in the day, you know, as late as 20, 2010, 2012, you could reasonably predict. You could reasonably predict. But ever since I think I want to earmark uh, the Bucks losing a game by 39 points and then winning the championship, and then Phoenix literally showing up and laying an egg in game 7 against the Mavs. Today's NBA, there's a lot of good things about it, but it's certainly not the NBA of old where it's although this series might be different. This has a very 90s feel. Oh, look at that, Miami. I think, oh wait, no. No, I've never stayed. Whoa, wait a minute. I might have stayed at an Airbnb right there. I'm looking at the swimming pool. It was a nice Airbnb last time I was in Miami for the Warriors. That was an experience. They had practice at this Catholic high school, like out in the boonies, and it was fun just like trying to um, stay in lockstep with the team. This year, they had Miami, Orlando back to back, which kind of ruined it. So I didn't go. Plus, I started doing these, which is much better on the body. Let me tell you, it takes a toll on you when you're in a different city and state and you're trying to find out where the next practice is. And that was the one day. I'll tell you a little story. So at the Catholic school, that was when Damian Lee had broken his hand, I think it was, or something like that. And they were tossing the football around inside the gym. And of course I was filming it because you don't get to see Warriors tossing the football every day. Gotta film that shit, right? Duh. That's my highlight. Like, the funny thing about those things is that is a negligible detail for someone like Anthony Slater, right? For someone like Connor Letourneau of the San Francisco Chronicle. Warriors tossing the football around in a remote gym in Miami doesn't do shit for them or for their readers. But it is everything for us on Let's Go Warriors, right? So I start filming and Damien goes, no, don't record that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? I didn't say that, but I was like, just out of respect. And I'm sure casual fans out there, they hate Damian Lee. They're probably watching this going, what do you care what Damian Lee says? No, that's why we're Let's Go Warriors. We're different. Like, we understand everyone listed on that roster is important, from Steph to freaking Chioza and Weatherspoon. You respect their needs. And I understood it because you could see maybe Damian might get some backlash of, I love that the building that they showed the red light on right there, that's right across the street from the arena. Man, Miami's so great. I love Miami. But I don't miss like not being there or anything. Anyways, so I'm sure for Damian it would have looked bad. People knowing that he's missing games because of a broken hand or whatever it was at the time, and he's tossing around a football, right? So where else are you gonna get this shit? The bad part that I'm not traveling everywhere. I'm not even traveling to Chase Center, which by the way, I tried to get a credential, but I got denied by the NBA. But I'm not surprised because this whole COVID thing, it's been like this. The restriction on the credentials has been in place since the draft. And then even Summer League. Like Summer League, they used to open the doors for Summer League. Like you could be a blog that no one's ever heard of and get a credential for Summer League. That was not the case this past July. So the NBA has been pretty good at being a leader in terms of COVID caution. I was dumb. I was with a family member in the car. I was taking her home. She was saying that she was feeling sick. Right then and there, I should have put on a mask. Like, duh. Like, I almost deserved this. So it was like two or three pretty bad nights. One with chills and then two with sore throat. Who knows? I might get sore throat tonight. Is that Scott Foster? Anyway, I'm going to tip off right. I'm going to tip off now. Horford won the tip to Tatum. So 11:54, 11:53, 11:52. I'm not going to really I'm not going to talk too much. We lost a few people. Catch up to your comments. I'm not going to do play-by-play, but I will post the score every time out, as I usually do. It's actually very refreshing to just sit back and enjoy a game 7. Just enjoy a game 7 that other teams have to kill themselves over. Remember, we don't get any extra rest than we would have had. I posted on the channel today that Steve Kerr and the Warriors said, actually the Warriors PR said that GP, Andre, and who's the other guy that's in there? Otto? I think Otto. Yeah. They're all going to try and practice tomorrow. And then and they'll just take it day by day after each practice. How do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're going to call a block on Lowry. Too early to use a challenge. Well, we lost half of our people already. I guess they realized I wasn't actually broadcasting Game 7. When were masks proven to work? Come on, man. Are you some right-wing dude? Got a right-wing podcaster in our chat. Good Lord, what are we talking about in the comments here? Get back to your comments soon. Wow, Lowry's so tough. Jeez. That's a hell of a matchup, you know, even though that was Lowry against Jalen. Lowry against Marcus Smart. They're like mirror images. Let's see. Oh yeah, the whole Draymond thing. Um, I don't. Here we go. Yeah. Well, your research is wrong. I'm not even gonna address that shit. Teetering on the edge. Jalen versus Jimmy. What a matchup. Ooh, PJ. I'm at 931, 930, 929. Man. Oh, jeez. Every point is like they will it in. Like the Marcus Smart 3 is like, had to will that one in. Miami can't buy a bucket. They got a lid on that. Kyle has to calm down Spolstra. Say, no, I'm good after fouling pretty much needlessly. I guess Amy joined late. I explained a lot of how how I got COVID over the last 3-4 days. But here we are now, and I'm on the up and up. I hope. Wow, did Horford hit a 3? Jesus. Yeah, Horford, man, solid baller. I asked some of our previous live casters if they were watching the game. Only guy that responded was Jeffrey, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch it in bed." In other words, oh, in other words, I think he's in Australia right now. I think, and he's at some ungodly hour over there. Let's check. Oops, shoot, haven't had a timeout yet. Let's see. Derek White. Time is it in? Is it in Australia? In bed. It's 10:54. I'm gonna have to hit him up. So I just sent Jeffrey a message to say, "Are you sick, or are you a late sleeper, or both?" 14-7. Oops, 16-7. All right, so timeout right here. 16-7, 6:42. We could do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Oh yeah, the Draymond Green thing. Um, oh, Mike Breen's not there. Okay, so the Draymond Green thing. Uh, I think he legitimately thinks Boston's gonna win. Um, I would think that too because not only do not only do both Miami and Boston have really strong physical defenses, but also Boston has two guys that can go get a bucket in Jalen and Jason. So and Jason happens to be 6'9", which is totally unfair. So I would have thought the same thing. Now, would I have said something? Probably not, but Draymond is trying to sell clicks on his podcast. So if I had a podcast, then I probably would have said that. But I don't think that it's a good thing to not so much rile up Miami, but it's for me, it's a basketball gods thing. Like you just stay humble, you know. You don't want to throw anybody under the bus. That's the general rule that will never fail you is don't throw anybody under the bus. So however, when you're trying to make the point that you think Boston's a better team, you will by its own nature throw Miami under the bus. Now, as far as did it really uh, have an effect on Miami beating Boston? I think that's a false narrative. Like um, Jimmy Butler scored 47, was it? Was he thinking of Draymond every time he shot the ball? I don't think so. I mean, come on. But it is good theater for UD to go up to the guys and say, uh, hey, thank Draymond for us, you know. That only helps Udonis Haslam's brand, and it only helps the Miami Heat's brand. When I watch Celtics and Heat, man, PJ fell asleep. Tatum got open. And that's 6:14, 6:13, 6:12. Um, man, Horford is a dog to be able to box out Bam like that. Wow. Look at PJ for just fell asleep. You cannot do that. pretty good charge taken there by Gabe Vincent. That's where you got, undrafted guy and just toughness. Like, there's pressure on you as a player when you wear that Miami uniform to play like that. I mean, it's vastly different than, say, the Golden State Warriors, right? Like, you come to our squad, there's other aspects that you're taught, and that's not one of them. But there's other good aspects, such as move on to the next play, enjoy the moment, um, get through adversity with positivity, all those things that you're used to seeing Steve and Steph um, get through an 82 game season. Man, why do you try and dunk that? Now it's a 4 point swing. It should be 20-11, but now it's 22-9 because you wanted to dunk when you could have just laid it up. That's one of those home run swings that that's unnecessary. Bye bye, podcast right wing dude. Let me take care of that. Good job, Bruce. Good Lord. Are there really that many uneducated Americans? Yes, there are. Because they buy into what these weirdo senators say and they love it. They just swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Mitch McConnell lover, I bet. You kind of get that sort of weird fandom, honestly, like in the NFL when Tim Kawakami addresses this all the time on his Twitter, where they have this worship of NFL owners, just worship them. And I think you kind of get the same in politics. But I will not speak on that anymore. I'm trying to enjoy this game, and some doofus came in the channel. Wow, that's an interesting move by Jimmy, but wow. Great move. Against Horford, of all things. So I'll just keep this scoreboard up since it doesn't matter if I get spoiled today or not. I was looking into. I should try that out. I was looking into. So Coach Nick is doing this thing where there's this technology from playback.com or something like that, where, wow, and one by Gabe Vincent, where they can watch the broadcast and um at the same time comment just like we're doing, except um they have access to the broadcast, like it's legal. I'm almost thinking maybe we should do the stream east on here and just risk it all. 24-14 Boston. 253. All right. Hmm. Warriors are going to practice tomorrow, have a formal practice. And, oops, man, my stream just went down. And then they'll be done at 12. And then they will do, at halftime, we should go through the Looney and Jordan Poole interview today, which was awesome. It was awesome. You would have never thought, but Looney is such a great interview. Man, you can really dig into I don't know, life's nuggets with Looney. We'll see. I mean, it's on the channel already, but we'll see what Iguodala told Looney the first time he ever saw him. And so what's going to happen is tomorrow's Monday. Warriors will have, a practice like any other practice in the regular season. And then, of course, they're going to go through film session, which will be a lot different than what they do in the regular season. So I'm going to expect their practice to run long. So they might say 12 p.m., but I don't know if they're building into that the film session and then some actual shoot around time. I wouldn't be surprised if it went long. And then Tuesday and Wednesday is when it gets crazy. And by crazy, I mean all of these international media show up at Chase. You're having 4 interviews at each corner of the main court. I mean, you can look at all our videos from 2018 finals, 2017 finals. Pretty crazy. So four scrums in a row, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks because I don't get to be there, and again, there's very limited credentials, so excuse me, only tier 1. Anyways, we're back. 239, 238, 237. And so only tier 1 credentials, but I think they'll still have a ton of international media, I think. And then they're going to have like a formal finals practice where you get to watch them do layup lines and all that, fanfare. It's really just it's an extravaganza. I don't think you really learn a lot from that. So it's like Super Bowl media day, honestly. So probably gonna have 2 days of that on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then finally game one. Game one on Thursday, June 2nd, which click the magical. So let's see, 1:32 to go. There's a foul. I don't even know how I'm going to cover practice. I have no idea. Got to follow all the tier 1 guys. Man, Lowry is getting foiled. I'm just thinking, if you're a casual fan and you're watching Celtics Heat and then you're watching Warriors. How can you not love the Warriors? Like the way we play is just so much more exciting basketball than. Granted, you can't blame other teams because we have the continuity and we have a couple special guys named Steph and Draymond that is very hard to replicate on another team. So as you see a lot of pick and roll. $30-17. Oh, it's going to be 32-17. Jeez. It's just so hard to generate offense for both these teams, really. I mean, it's always takes some kind of brilliant move by the Celtics, or for Miami, I don't even know how they're going to score tonight. And the Warriors being able to play that 0.5 basketball, dribble handoff, fake dribble handoff, hitting those singles, cutting to the hole, split cut to the guy that has the ball on the wing. All that is very, very difficult to replicate, but it is a much better way to play the game. $32-17. Man. Yep, Jimmy might be out of bullets, unfortunately. But we should make any gun references. So Jimmy is out of gas. Yeah, for sure. Yep, Edwin, I am eating. I will do so after this as well. So, yeah. So, what an idiot. You should be at a bar. I don't need to be at a bar. Mr. Ultimate Blue Marvel reinforcing the actual fact that there's a lot of unhappy people out there. A lot of unhappy people out there that want to spread their negative energy from another part of their life onto somebody else, somebody who they think is an easy target, such as a guy enjoying the game um, with other people online through a technology called YouTube. Hero is available. He's available. Yeah, besides Jimmy, I would say Vic Oladipo, maybe. I said this before, though, going back to this fool. Um, I remember I saw like an Instagram post one time where this guy was enjoying traveling somewhere and diving off a cliff or whatever, and they interviewed him and they said, And he said, you know, I was at a club and I realized that none of these people are anyone that I want to be. So what am I doing here? And that's I couldn't have said it better. So I think hold on right here. Okay. There we go. Wow. Uh, 10:49, 10:48, 10:47. Tyler Hero's in there. Man, they need some offense. Oh, I see. Oh, to use playback, you actually have to still uh be a subscriber to a broadcast. So I guess that's the catch. Oh well. I'm glad we can stay here. We don't need to move anywhere. Oh, all right. The Blasian Warrior. Let's check out your avatar. All right. I like it. Man, I almost feel sorry for Miami. Just can't score. There's an and one by Jimmy. Jimmy. All right. Hey, what's up? Love the avatar, Blasian. Love it. Yeah, I mean now it's us like give the ball to Jimmy, clear out, man. Man, that's a brick. Huh. 34-22. So yeah. What's up, TM? Heat are having a slow start. Yeah. All right. They're showing the. Oh man, that's cool. It's cool that all they show are Steph and Clay on the graphic. Pretty cool. Just Steph and Clay on there. Game 1, game 2. They don't, we don't know the winner of this yet, so therefore, just show Steph and Clay on that graphic. Game 1 Thursday, and then game 2 Saturday. Hope I got that right. Did I get that right? Nope. Game 2 is. Oh, geez, I don't even know. Well, I took a picture of it. Game 2 is Sunday. Sorry. Thursday and Sunday. Man, bam. That's incredible. Too bad you only get 2 points for that. Wish you got more. That's about as tough a bucket as you can ever imagine. So Thursday, Sunday, and then I believe it's isn't it 3 days off? Let me check. I feel bad that I don't have it memorized yet. So sorry. Yeah. Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, Thursday, Sunday. That's good for us. That means most times you get 2 full days in between. 2 plus full days, 2.5 days. And only between game 3 and game 4 do you have that 1 day of rest. I hope Andre's okay, because I think Otto and GP should probably be okay. Shams already tweeted. Here's what he tweeted. Oops. Somebody stole Shams NBA. That's what you get. That's what you get for taking his Instagram handle and using it on Twitter. He got suspended. That guy, whoever did that. Here it is. Warriors guard Gary Payton II, elbow fracture, is expected to return to the NBA Finals. And he also said the expectation is game 1. He said the expectation is game 1. I'm going to copy that link to myself. So. Ah, shit. I forgot. 39-27, 721. Okay, let's see. GP2, man. Oh, someone today asked on our website, said, do you think guys today, especially in Jordan Poole and Looney's interview where they talk about working hard every day, blah blah blah, do you think it was a subtle what was the word? It was a subtle now I gotta look it up. Let's look it up. Let's go Warriors.com. Right here. A subtle messaging. Do you think it was subtle messaging to Jonathan Kuminga that he needs to do XYZ better? No, it wasn't. You don't need to do subtle messaging through the media. All you have to do is walk over to Jonathan Kuminga's locker room or locker and just talk to him. Which, by the way, I wonder if we can see it. I asked my my favorite sneakerhead people to tell me what things did they notice back here in that particular photo of Kuminga with Looney and Iguodala next to him. Very, very, every locker is messy because they have so many shoes. It's like in Star Trek Tribbles. Those are shoes for NBA players in the locker room. So, no, I don't think it was subtle messaging to Jonathan Kuminga. So again, speaking of GP2, the reason why JK didn't play is because if he plays, then you need to bench one of the following people: Draymond, Otto, Juan, and if you consider small ball, GP2, and if you consider small ball, Looney, Belly. So which of those guys do you demote to put JK in? We already know JK is ahead of Juan in the depth chart. Okay. Again, this is all spreadsheet based. It's on Mike Brown's spreadsheet of rotations. And then, so with Draymond and Looney playing so well and Otto, how is JK going to play? It's simple math. So you go with your guns, and if it turns out that the other team has neutralized all of those guns, like whether it's Boston or Miami, they will have had to neutralize Draymond, Otto, and depending on the matchups, you might want to go with JK instead of a center. So Looney, let's say. Those three guys must all be neutralized for JK to get any minutes. So do you guys understand that? Like, if Draymond, Otto, and Looney all have a great finals, JK is not playing. That's just how it is. And I don't know that there's any other way to do it except that way with the spreadsheet based rotation. That, I mean, it's not a Mike Brown didn't invent that, you know. It just was more publicized. And the same thing happened with Moody. Remember, I said um, Moody can play, but the only way that he's going to play is if he replaces Damian, because that's how it is. Moody's not replacing Draymond, Looney, or Otto. He's replacing a two guard, and he's not going to replace Clay, so he has to replace the backup two guard. That was Damian. So Damian played like shit the one time out of 4 games or whatever. I mean, that's what a veteran minimum does. And so, okay, now I have to give Moody an opportunity. And he shined in that opportunity. And also, it's not a place where you go, oh, Damian sucks. Actually, Damian played very well the 3 times before that. He didn't play poorly enough to get him replaced until he played poorly enough to get him replaced. At which point, Moody did his thing, and Moody looked like he should have been the guy in the first place. That's not how it works. It may look like he should have been the guy in the first place, but you can't. It's part of the process. There's not a coach in the world outside of maybe Eric Musselman that would have played like in real life, that would have played Moody before Damian. Any coach that has actual court experience. There's so many dynamics. There's so many dynamics of playing this guy versus that guy. There's a lot of other factors that go into that have nothing to do with a video game. Like, there's no way you can even think about programming that into an algorithm such that uh, NBA 2K could possibly take that into account. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, for your average in real life coach to put in the rotation a rookie before a veteran is just, in real life, that's unheard of. So I'm not surprised Moody had to wait until Damian played bad. That's just regular basketball. 45-32. So now, bringing it back to the original point that Michael Kiko made. Now that GP2's back, I'm not quite sure how JK gets back into that mix. So, but I tell you what, if it's Boston, I tell you what, man, Boston can really stifle you. Their defense, actually, Miami could too. Their defense is so um, just so restricting to you that that you might just be forced to try something new. You literally have no choice. You literally have no choice but to you know, add a spark, and that spark might be JK. So we'll see. I don't. Let's not misinform people here. If you're gonna go say Damian Lee misses 4 or 5 shots in a row in 5 minutes, I need the evidence. You know, I'm an OCD journalist, and I demand that because of social media exaggerating everything, and suddenly you believe something that you saw and you take it as gospel. No, we don't do that here. Stop with the Damian Lee slander. Like, it's just, he's doing what a veteran minimum is doing and then some, which is why he's a veteran's minimum that is actually, I think, well worth it. And by the way, he's pretty much 14th, 15th man off the bench in the regular season. So, you know, Moody's already surpassed him. So he's back to his spot. And it's a veteran's minimum. So a veteran's minimum guy is just not going to have a good game every single game. And as long as you execute the game plan, there's nothing more really to ask of a guy like that. And really, the only reason Damian played is because of Luka. We employed the 3-2 zone, and we needed a guy up top. Damian executed that fine, so that's why he played. And there's the, that's the higher basketball IQ that you get at this on this channel, honestly. Like, if it wasn't Luka and it was the Phoenix Suns, chances are Damian doesn't play that much against the Suns. Chances are maybe they go more towards a bigger lineup with Mikal. I don't know. Mikal Bridges, that is, Cam Johnson, campaign. A lot of what ifs there. But it's likely we didn't need a go zone against the Suns. So what would Damian's role have been? I'm not sure. It might have been we might be talking more about Juan, where against Luka, we got to play a little bit more small. Against the Phoenix Suns, we got to play a little bit more big. So you use your small forward, power forward types, and you're asking your small forward, power forward types to play more as a wing or a power forward. Whereas against Luka, you kind of need to be smaller to defend against Luka. So you got that's why Damian played. Yeah, but the point being, was Moody going to know when to switch from man to man to zone? That's why. It's like, You put Moody or Damian in a 3-point contest, flip a coin, right? You're a coach. You're Steve Kerr. You know, am I worried about a guy hitting an open three? No. I'm worried about him remembering whether or not to play zone this time down the court. That's why. So just God, I think the whole subject of Damian Lee, it it can really reveal a lot about um about just how nuanced you are about the whole team, the whole culture, in fact. Because a lot of it I can't even explain. Like, there's not only that, but Damian has been in that locker room for a goddamn well longer than Moody. Sorry to say goddamn, I shouldn't do that, but it's starting to frustrate me. Like, I mean, Michael Kiko, this is not your first live stream. We've talked about Damian ad nauseum on here, and you keep going on. Like, have you learned anything this whole time? I'm starting to wonder about your information retention. So I'm done arguing about that. I'm done. If it's somebody other than Michael, okay. Because somebody other than Michael might not have listened to the 15 other rants I did about Damian Lee. And so I have to rehash that, which is fine because I just reinforced my own knowledge of Damian. Anyways, I got 224, 223, 222. Still haven't broken that 15-point barrier. And let's face it, Matromes loves Lee, but from a more in real life aspect, because there's really nothing to like love about his stats, right? Let's go look at it. Like, I don't know, maybe they are good stats. I'm not sure, but 88% free throw shooting, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, 33% on threes. There's nothing to love about that, right? But it's all the other like intangible shit. Let's look at his 3-point up until now. Was 40 last year. Took a dive this year. Right? So there's not a whole lot to love about his stats, but that's you just have to know the culture and his presence in the locker room. You have to listen to his post-game interviews, honestly, to understand that, oh, this guy actually knows the game very well. And not only that, but he understands what he calls the pecking order. Okay, Jimmy Butler, 24 points, 53, 44, 126. He'll give away at halftime. Yep. And Matromes is on point. And the thing is that all of the things that are great about Damian is actually you can't really put into words. Because I could argue everything that you said, like spark off the bench. Well, is he really a spark? Like, he's not a spark like Jonathan Kuminga spark. So is that really a spark? Like I could tear Matromes's comment to pieces, right? Rebounding. Oh, let's go look at his rebounding. Like, are you kidding me? Rebounding rate is this atrocious number or whatever, right? And then I could say good backdoor, yeah, okay. Solid bench player, but whatever, right? It's you can't even put it into words. So I appreciate Matrome's trying to put it into words, but you can't. Oh God, man. Michael Kiko, every time you comment, um, it's making you look worse and worse. So make open shots. Well, again, veterans minimum. They don't make open shots except for once out of what? 3 games? 4 games? Also, it's hard to come off the bench and make open shots, right? So let's say once out of 4 games, you expect him to make open shots. Well, let's take a look right here. Memphis, game 5, 2 for 2. Memphis, game 6, 1 for 2. Dallas, game 1, 1 for 1. That's 3 games in a row for you. Damn it. Like, stop lying. You're a liar, Michael. I'm going to time you out for that. You just make up shit. Is he 1 for 2, 2 for 2 throughout the playoffs? Duh, of course not. He's a veterans minimum. So I just told you a veterans minimum is going to have one good game, maybe out of 3 or 4. What are 3 good games out of 11? Good Lord, Michael Kiko. Good Lord. You don't listen. You just believe what you want to believe. You believe what you want to read on Twitter. And because Damian Lee is an easy target, because he's not built like Brian Williams, he doesn't wear gold chains and shades to games. You pick on him. You bully Damian Lee. You're a bully, Michael. You bully him. I can't stand that. So we're done here. I've dispelled the notion that Damian Lee is a terrible player. What's up, Roland? Well, all of that and the Heat are down by 8. Jaylen Brown, 10 seconds to go. See if they can get a big mo here. Oh, how many fouls on Smart? Two fouls. Edwin Poon says, I have a chance to get number 30 GOAT wearable. What does that mean? Wow, they cut it to 6. Oh, wow, Derek White, almost. How does YouTube let that crap in anyways? So, I'm sorry about that, Michael, but I'm a stickler for misinformation. You said Damian doesn't hit open shots. I proved to you that he does. Game 5, Game 6, Game 1. 3 games in a row. So, sorry, but I was right. You were wrong. So, just take a timeout. And in the process of doing so, the misinformation in your comments has been deleted. Let's see, where are we at? 55-49. You see what Steve did there? So he got the broke the code thing on Dylan Brooks. Said Dylan Brooks broke the code, right? He got that from The Wire. He told Tom Tolbert he got it from The Wire. We should look that up. Actually, first, let's do this. Here it is. I forgot where it was.
Everybody say you ain't gonna be able to do it, but I was able to make it to game.
No, he's gonna get another one. He's gonna get another mic. Y'all can just speak up. No, I'm still 90. I don't know about what bro do. I'm still 90 seconds in this.
You got time limit?
What? They be taking too long, but they be having long conversation.
For each of you, just what, I mean, you guys had 2 days home court. You rested guys when you were hurt, and you
try and find it.
We're chasing improvement, so it all kind of comes together this time.
Just focused on improving, winning the game with it.
Just because it's a different type of game in the playoffs.
In the third quarter during the season, and I
think it just our style of play. It's cool to get recognized by the. That's probably our biggest adjustment.
Kevon, when lately, do you hear the crowd calling your name? And what's that like?
It's pretty cool. Took me 7 years now. Finally got me a little chance, so I feel accomplished. It's always cool to get recognized by the crowd and them call your name out when you're having that moment is always special.
Why do you think that exists?
I think, being here a while, I think they see me grow. They see me, the work I put in, they kind of know my story and ups and downs that I had. So, for me to be here and be able to play on the stage and do well, I think they're, they feel like they're with me. They've been through this journey with me. So, I love the respect they give me and the accolades that they're showing.
For both of you, how would you describe Andre as a coach?
Go ahead.
Extremely meticulous. He likes to point out the details, the small things. He has a lot of knowledge, right? And he's really willing to share that, which is really cool to be a part of. I don't know, but he's also extremely real. Like, he'll keep it a rack. He won't sugarcoat anything. He'll tell you exactly what it is. If you aren't doing what you're supposed to, he'll let you know. But if you are performing at a high level, or you've done something that you're supposed to work on for a little bit, he'll recognize that and he'll let you know. So being able just to have him in our corner as a vet, especially mine, is detrimental, or is huge.
Yeah, he's as a coach, he's really blunt. He's gonna tell you the truth, even if you don't want to hear it at the time. And I learned a lot from him being on the court with him. He gonna make sure that that you get it down, and he's really, like he said, he's really huge on the details and all the small things that you might not think is that big, but in the winning moments and in time in the playoffs, those small things are probably the most important, especially for guys like us who's playing a role. So I think he's done a great job of teaching our guys the details and the small things, and he's been a huge locker room presence for our team.
Just a follow-up, when you say he's really blunt, is there a moment where you sort of stunned you with how blunt?
No, he was blunt the first day I met him, so I mean, nothing surprised me. So the first thing he ever told me was go get us some donuts, and that was pretty blunt to me. So I mean, that's just who he is.
I guess for both of you, but maybe Kevon first because you were here before 2 seasons ago. But when you guys had the worst record in the league, a lot of teams that would tear them apart. You know, you bicker, you're frustrated. But you guys here 2 years later are back in the finals.
Right.
And obviously you knew Clay was out, Steph was out.
We were losing. I complain. You can't complain either. And either, you know, everybody in the locker, we always talk about playing with a joy.
Obviously, I didn't know what to expect coming in. People that were moved my first 2 years, Draymond and Clay. We had this conversation all the time,
Great
me and
question.
Loon, but it's a matter of time before we got back to where we wanted to be.
Jordan, when you watch film, does it feel like, from your perspective, that you fall a lot or a normal amount?
We had this conversation all the time,
Great
me and
question.
Loon, but listen, sometimes you just got to get it done. If I got to extend a little bit longer on the layup and I fall, look, it is what it is. I can't give you no answer. I just know it worked.
Loon, do you have any advice to this guy on his feet?
I just keep trying to figure out why I keep falling as well. He hasn't gave me a great answer yet. So, I mean, if you got any advice, I'm not falling down like him. So, but I'm also not moving fast. So.
That's funny. That's it.
Kevon, you said something that surprised me a little bit.
Man, I can't find that part. So let's go to Instagram because I posted it on Instagram.
I don't know. Jordan Poole hot right now.
He got his own street.
Stop it.
He got his own street.
I'm trying to be like him. He hot right now. Nah, I don't got no street. But once he get paid, he could probably buy me a street stuff.
Which one of y'all is more famous in Milwaukee?
I don't know.
People don't get it. Some people still come on here. I explain it every single time. Roland explains it every single time. And they want to say the same thing over and over again. I understand when some people need to be explained something. But then I explain it and they're still upset after that. It's basically therapy. So I give you therapy and you refuse it. You want to be mad. You want to be outraged. You want perfection. You are unable to accept that not everything in your day is going to go perfectly. And that's just not what we're about. What Let's Go Warriors is about is precisely what Roland is talking about, which is, I mean, look at the forest for a second, you know? And by the way, I I went through the trouble of detailing every little thing, and yet you still want to think what you think. So that's the last time, like I said, uh, it's getting to the point where might as well be a spam bot. So what would be the difference between, what was it? What would be the difference between that and nakedhd.fun F ad wet girls are here, bro? What's the difference between that spam and the stuff we're getting here? So not verbally addressing that anymore. Yeah, the word on Andre, GP, and Otto is that they're going to practice tomorrow and then just see how they feel after. So I'm sure we'll get a true update tomorrow. But being that there was no real practice today, it was more of a get what you need day, then there wasn't really much information that they could give us because I don't think they really, they didn't really go through practice today. I thought maybe a week ago when I saw a picture of Andre practicing with the Warriors, like he was wearing a practice jersey, he was behind Draymond, just standing on the side. I thought that was great news. I was like, oh, he's practicing. But then, as you know, he missed the next 2 or 3 games, and it's just been the same thing since. And so I think we're back to square one with Andre, and anything is anything. The most information we have is GP2, where Shams Charania said that his source told him that they're expecting GP2 back for game 1. So my thing is, even if his source is wrong, if we're in the general range of game 1, then I think with game 2 happening on Sunday, that we should, this is gross speculation, but shouldn't we confidently expect GP2 back by game 2? I think we should. But that's my opinion. And it's not based on anything except the strength of Shams's sources and taking an extra game as a buffer for that even. So I don't have any sources on that other than Shams on Twitter. And we'll have more information tomorrow after they practice. Ecstatic. I would say erratic. Erratic. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Damian Lee would have a job in the NBA other than on the Warriors. It's very likely he wouldn't have a job at all. But there's a lot of things that he does that is unique to Steve Kerr's system. So I just don't think it's fair to throw him under the bus when I can see the value that he brings to Steve Kerr's system and in the locker room, and honestly post game, and sort of having this more global view of basketball that helps in the whole equation of the Warriors. And also, look, don't get me wrong. I got upset at Michael for throwing Damian under the bus. But the fact that Michael has been on here before, spreading positivity, has kept him here. Probably would have timed him out, permanently if there was anybody else. So, I mean, I do value that. And I do still think that we dabble in negativity too much. I mean, is Let's Go Warriors a crazy place where all you are allowed to do is talk positivity and no negativity is allowed? I mean, okay, if you want to criticize us that way, okay, I embrace it. It's like church, honestly, and I don't even go to church, okay? So my religion is not Christianity. My religion is something that that doesn't, it's a little bit of everything, honestly. It's my own, but it's a little bit of everything. I do take elements from a lot of, I mean, really just Christianity and Buddhism and science. So those are my three main things. Wow. Miami has cut it to 2 after all that. It's crazy. I can't even believe it. Now it's back up to 4. 10:50, 10:49, 10:48. Jules is asking, who do I want? I don't want to pick somebody because basketball gods. I don't want to pick somebody. Like I explained earlier, Draymond and what was going on with him saying the Celtics are going to beat the Heat. Not that he wanted the Celtics, just that he thought the Celtics would beat the Heat. But here is JD saying, here's my guy, JD John Dickinson, and I would generally agree with him. I generally agree with this tweet, but I wouldn't tweet it because basketball gods. So right now, I think the assistant coaches are looking at various things and making notes. But I think they have a little bit of basketball gods themselves too. The minute they go all in on one or the other, then that messes with the basketball universe. So just make notes on either one, on both teams, and that's it. But don't dive into the film until it's quite clear who's going to win the game, because they've been around basketball so much to know that anything can happen, and you don't want to do something that messes up your rhythm. All right, so Miami and Boston. Oh, let's put the score up. 63-54. I got 922, 921, 920. What do they got? Oh, they're 20 seconds ahead of me. Let's see. Okay, so I guess they're going to score. Huh. 850. Huh. Should you review this? I think you got to review this if. Oh, you got to. Oh, wait, no, it's 2 free throws, though. What's Robert Williams' free throw percentage? Probably not that good. %. I don't think you can challenge it. Wow. So Struce's bucket doesn't count. His 3 doesn't count because he stepped out of bounds. Wow. That sucks. Was it Struce? I don't know. I just caught up to it late. Damn, that hurts. All of that, and they're down by 13, Miami is. Like, they were just down by 2. Man. It's so hard to get offense for these guys. Oh, Jesus, Kyle falls on the floor. Hell no. Hell no. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You could argue that Struz didn't step out of bounds. Like, was his heel all the way down? I don't know. Huh. I don't know. Man, replay that. I don't know. I hope Miami doesn't lose by 3 or there's going to be some controversy. We might need to review the review. That's what I saw as well. And the line was literally like right underneath. Like here's the line right here. And then his heel. Like, I don't know. I want to see that one more time. I mean, if it's hard to tell, you have to allow it because they didn't call it. Like, it needs to be sufficient enough to overturn the 3 which was called on the floor. So yeah, Roland's like, it's weird watching other teams' offenses. And that's pretty much the case with 29 other teams because it's hard to find a Steph and a Draymond, also a Clay. You got to have that gravity out there that, you got to worry about closing out on this guy and that guy. So it's hard to replicate what we have, which is even the more reason to embrace and appreciate what we have. And again, honestly, a guy like Damian Lee is a guy like Kevon Looney. I mean, forget Damian. How about Kevon Looney? He fits especially well with the Warriors and probably doesn't fit as well elsewhere. Now, does that mean you pay Looney $10 million a year? Double his salary? I don't know. It should be interesting to see where that goes, because whatever Looney gets paid will be an indication of his market value, his value to the Warriors, and the willingness to go into the luxury tax. And I wonder how they're going to approach that, because you don't want to do what Chris Cohan used to do, which is outbid yourself. Like, they outbid themselves for Derek Fisher. Like, why? Right? Anybody remember that? Let's see. They have salaries on here, right? Derek Fisher. Let's see. Salary info, right? Let's see. Is it all the way down here? There we go. So Derek Fisher was making $3 million, and we went and outbid everybody else, even ourselves, to pay him 4.9. what percentage is that? 1.9 out of 1.9 divided by 3. We gave Derek Fisher a 63% raise for winning a ring. I mean, for being the guy that passed the ball to Kobe Bryant. So that's an extreme example. Kevon Looney is not Derek Fisher. I get that. But you also want to be careful of paying him too much. But then maybe this is the era where, okay, we're going to pay you too much. Because I don't know. We'll just see what Bob and Joe want to do with this, whether it's time to reward Looney. I love that. I love that. Scott Foster. I love that. It's hilarious. Like, like you're on the ground. You're on the ground, and it's a charge. It's a charge on you. Oh, there's no worse feeling. There's no more bitter feeling that you can have as a basketball player. That honestly brings back memories of me playing adult rec league ball, where it'd be a 50-50 call. You slam into the guy. You're physically hurt because of the collision, and you look up and they call a charge on you. There's no other thing in basketball that gets you more mad as a player and a referee. Oh, that was hilarious. They got to score here, man. There you go, Vic. I like Vic. So I was lucky enough to go to Team USA camp in 2017. And they had, this is where I learned a lot about the following players that you don't, the following people that you wouldn't think you would learn a lot at Team USA camp. And it all revolved around Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, let me try and remember some other details. Well, I can't remember how well. I think Paul George was, held his own against Kevin Durant one-on-one. So they were running one-on-one where Kyrie was hurt, so he would pass the ball into the post, and it would be like Kevin Durant against, Paul George. And if KD didn't score, then it's Paul's turn to receive the ball from Kyrie and go one-on-one against the next guy. And the next guy might be someone like Chris Middleton. And God, I'm trying to remember who was the guy that really impressed me. Anyway, Miles Turner was not bad. He was not bad. But I tell you what, man, Victor Oladipo, he could hold his own. And this guy is like 6'4". Man, Vic was tough. Now, this is pre-ACL, though. So, but man, I was impressed. I can't remember whether it was specifically him or somebody else that matched up against KD. KD actually won that one-on-one battle against people. And so one thing I learned was that Vic could play. The other thing I learned was that Chris Middleton, and I would learn this like 2 years later, he really didn't have the athleticism or the creativity to hang with KD at the time. But then for him to become an all-star and basically help lead the Bucks to a championship last year, that just told me mountains of information that, I mean, that really impressed me. That tells me that he has an incredibly high work ethic, because he's not starting with much. Like he can't jump the highest. He's not the strongest, and he's also doesn't have that many moves. So Chris Middleton, to get to the point that he is now and was basically last year, this year he was injured, that says a lot to his character, I think. That's a hell of a ball player right there, Chris Middleton. And then the other thing was that Monty Williams, assistant coach, Team USA, was defending guys one after the other, similar one-on-one competition. He was defending guys in the post like one-on-one KD, one-on-one Miles Turner. Now that really taught me a lot about Monty Williams, man. Like, this guy goes to battle for you. He's putting his actual body on the line to make you better. Like, he doesn't get anything out of that. Like, I'm going to defend you in the post really tough so that you become a better post player. I'm not even going to play offense. I'm going to play defense the whole time. I'm going to try to not foul you. I'm going to sweat like, his shirt was dripping wet. He was on his knees, hands on knees. I mean, his hands were on his knees like the whole time. He was exhausted. And that just showed me the character, Monty Williams. That was amazing. Wow. Jimmy B just scored on Tatum, and I'm at 415, 414, 413. Still down 7. But Jalen does what superstars do, and that's answer a bucket with a bucket. Oh, Amy's asking, am I going to Chase? No, I got denied by the NBA for the credential, but it's handled by the NBA, and they also handle the draft and summer league. And I was denied for the draft and summer league. So it's the same situation with the COVID, is they're only going to allow tier 1 and international media. I got to figure out how to get me an international media. I don't think they're going to buy it anymore. Like, let's go Warriors. You guys sound familiar. What? You're from China? What's let's go Warriors in Chinese? Uh-oh. So I don't know. But again, I think we can get a lot more done here. And if I'm able to find a practice stream somehow, wouldn't that be fun to try and do something with that? But I don't know. I would have to put that stream on pause and just show. I don't know what to do with that. Maybe get access to the media sessions. I'm not sure yet. They said they would give me a link to that, but I'm not sure about that yet. Say I'm from Canada. Yeah. There you go. The Canadian Let's Go Warriors channel. Oh, Andrew Wiggins. So we've got to change the channel to Let's Go Wiggins. Hey, it's still Let's Go LGW. Dean Chambers with the elite suggestions. Dean Chambers. Always with the elite suggestions, Dean. Oh, Lowry hits a 3 out of the break. Oh, wait, there was a break. Shit, my bad. 7870, 234. What do you guys think about refs? I think Scott Foster will do at least 2 of the first 4 games or 5 games. My goodness, I only noticed right now that girl sitting courtside's dressed up like it's the Miami Heat prom. But hey, she looks good. She should get plenty of photographs this game from the photographers. Oh, Strus missed a layup. Man, Miami has such a hard time breaking the 9-10 10-point barrier. It would be pretty amazing if Miami actually somehow pulls this off. Oh, Lowry with the crazy bucket. Everything about Miami is will. It's like pure will. Like every bucket they get is just, I'm willing that in. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to call that, but I get it. It's the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. You have to like not touch him at all. I wonder if they reviewed that. Would that still be a foul? I think it would be because there's not enough to overturn. Like his hand is touching his back. That's a foul, you know? I think no choice. But I'm sure all of Boston disagreed. How is that a foul? Okay, need you to take over, Jimmy. Let's see if you can. Oh, missed it. And Horford was at his mercy. Horford pretty much gave up on that. And freaking Jaylen Brown, man. This guy, he hits shots. This guy makes clutch buckets. And it worries me. It worries me for the Warriors if they win. Because, especially me being biased because I'm a Cal alum. Jaylen, man. He's going to be a problem. Because Jalen doesn't look athletic just looking at him. But then, and that's the thing with Vic Oladipo, just kind of the decision making. He's still, like, how old is he? Let's see. Victor Oladipo. Age 30. So he basically lost 2 years, right? Because of the ACL. So where's his career? Oh, right here. Yeah. So he's 30, but he has a mind of a 28-year-old. Still not quite sure when to shoot past dribble yet for Vic. But when he figures it out, down 7, 82-75. Really? NASA internship off. Wow, that's cool. Ah, crap. I forgot to post the score to Twitch, even though really, like, I'm not on Facebook today because they banned me or they restricted my channel or whatever, or page, because I don't know what's going on. Like, in the maybe because Draymond said the F word in one of the post games. Maybe that's why. It's like, I'm just sitting here watching a game and commentating on the game. How can that be offensive to anybody? So, is Jalen, let's see. Jalen Brown, NASA. I never thought that I would type those words in, but yeah. Wow, you're right. Became an MIT fellow? Are you kidding? Good. Look at the advertisement. I can't. Oh my God. Give me. What? How old is this? 2021 January. Wow. Cool, man. Jalen Brown's background. Oh, that's so cool. Always considered a gifted child. Brown told GQ he was a victim and beneficiary of the U.S. educational system. Awesome. I had no idea. I'm glad you told me. Who gets the credit on this? Moses. Moody. I gotta mess up Moses Diano's name. Moses Diano. Is it Diano or Diano? I gotta mess up your name in the spirit of Kendrick Perkins. And that you're named Moses. Let's see. Earning a fellowship at the MIT Media Lab. What? What is the MIT Media Lab? Why does MIT have media? I don't even understand that. MIT Media Lab is an interdisciplinary research lab about It doesn't really. That encourages the unconventional mixing and matching of seemingly disparate research areas. Huh. Dude, I'm learning so much about Jaylen Brown right now. This is so cool. Oh, look at this. GQ asked him a simple question. If you could have dinner with any 3 people in history, who would they be? Harriet Tubman, Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, and Albert Einstein. Holy mackerel. I would never have come up with that. Of course, I'm from a different culture. I think if I had to think about it, I would definitely want Confucius in there somewhere. Confucius. No, Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee, yeah. Confucius, Bruce Lee, Albert Einstein. I totally agree with that. I'll go with Albert. Like, that's some amazing stuff Albert has done for humanity. Anyways, somehow the Heat are down 3. Holy smokes. We got to come back to Jaylen Brown, man. This is incredible. Moses Diano. Wait. Piano. Diano. Moses Diano. See, I'll bet you we will get some comedy. If I can't even pronounce your name right and you told me how to pronounce it, can you imagine Kendrick Perkins? Like, what would he have done with that? That would be funny. That'd be funny to see. Let's see. Oh man, they just showed a picture of Alonzo Mourning helping hoist one of the Eastern Conference trophies that they won that was in 7 games. And I forget what year it was. Was it 98 or something? There was an 8 in there, but no, couldn't have been. I don't know. But anyways, so the Heat have already won a game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's pretty amazing. Huh. Hold on, let's see here. John Henry Thompson, inventor of core multimedia technology. Oh. Wow, cool, man. You learn something new every day, and that's the beauty of life. When you're out here with the intention to learn something, man, life is so much more beautiful. Do you guys see this picture? I mean, look at this. Jaylen Brown's hands are huge. Jeez. That's unfair, boy. Oops, I didn't mean boy. That's derogatory nowadays. That's unfair, bro. Man. Wow. Those are incredible hands. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm thinking I'm on my rec league bench with my other buddies, and we're just chit-chatting with each other. And yeah, you got to avoid certain words in other forums. So I screwed that up. My fault. That's one of the words you cannot use. You're in the locker room versus you're on a platform with other people, and it's public. There's you can't do that. So my apologies. It's amazing to me that Miami has 2 undrafted guys on the floor right now. Oh, so that angle showed an elbow, but pretty sure it was a foul on Strus. You know who else is Jamaican American? Is Aisha Curry. And in fact, she has Chinese Jamaican descent, which is very unique. Anyways, back to the game. Very close game. Suddenly they're down 7. It's just like the Heat are always down 7. Like they start a game and it's 0-7. It's just crazy. It's hard for them to crack that barrier. Always seem to be down 7. Oh, Bam fouled the hell out of Derek White. Ouch. Oh, golly. Ouch. Oh. I don't know if I agree that Udoka's out coaching Spoelstra. Look at the pieces Spoelstra has to work with. That part was clean by Strus. Bam. Killed Derek White right there, man. Oh, is there blood? Jeez. Oh my God. It's a good thing he was wearing a headband. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, they just showed it. For Bam to draw blood through the headband. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I agree with Bruce here. And you know what? It just Tatum and Brown, it's the epitome of the 3-and-D NBA. You got 2 superstar wings. 2 superstar wings and superb physical defense. That'll take you a long way these days. And credit to Boston that they didn't give up on this continuity that they have. It's really interesting, all the trials and tribulations that the Celtics went through. You know, it's like, oh, we need a point guard. We need a point guard. Okay, Kyrie. It's about as good as you can get. Nope, that didn't work out. Okay, Kemba Walker. That's a no-brainer. Well, that didn't work out. Marcus Smart was there the whole time. And it's just, you couldn't have scripted this. It doesn't make sense in terms of like NBA 2K. If this were NBA 2K, of course you pick Kyrie. And then you pick Kemba. There's no way, there's nobody playing NBA 2K that would pick Marcus Smart over Kyrie or Kemba to play on the Celtics with Jalen and Jason. Like, the Celtics are the in real life example where chemistry matters and continuity and basically commitment to defense. I think that's great. The more examples you can have where the NBA 2K conclusions get blown to smithereens, the better, in my opinion. Here's more Jalen. While some players were upset when the Milwaukee Bucks refused to play a game, Brown quickly spoke up and supported them. He understood why players felt the way they did. Oh, that's cool. He even spoke to a group. I love that. Man, I wish budding star, who? And it's not named 10. I still can't figure out who they're talking about. Kemba Walker? All right, they got a successful challenge. Oh, I should have done a timeout. My fault. 8679 906. 8679 906. I'm hearing Mark Jackson just say some stupid stuff. Just like, sometimes a challenge, even though it did give Jalen his fourth foul, and is he in the game right now? I don't think he's in the game, Mark. He's in the game. So my bad. But like, that's his fourth foul. I mean, sometimes you have to take a challenge to do something to change the momentum. Oh man. Kyle Lowry looks hurt. Hamstring? Is it left hamstring? Well, they're down to one timeout. That's crazy. Man, they got their backs against the wall right now. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Shot selections. Where are we? Yep. In about, what, 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, the coaching staff, the Warriors, are going to be the busiest people in basketball coming up. Yeah. Then again, let me ask you this. What would give away Warriors' chances? You know damn well what it is. Us turning the ball over. So that's always a concern. Our turnovers, oh gosh, we can't do it. Can't do it. Oh. Now Gabe Vincent's hurt. Oh my goodness. Such a physical game, man. Jeez. Well, 2 misses in a row for Miami. Oh, charge. Oh man, my stream is stuck. There it is. Oh, the little from Scott Foster is so annoying. That's the only thing that's going for the Heat is that both Jalen and Tatum have 4 fouls. Down 9 again. I just can't get past the 7 barrier. Or consistently. Golly, man. Horford is solid. Just swatted Vic. I'm at 754, 753, 752. No, Al. Oh, thank God. He missed it. I mean, we're gonna do that next series if the Celtics win this. We're gonna be like, please miss Horford, please. That guy's so good, man. Oh, Jimmy doesn't have it tonight, but they already had their backs against the wall in Game 6, and he delivered. So it's hard to ask him to carry the team for 2 straight games. Oh, yeah. First step, don't turn the ball over. And then Elijah, yeah. I think honestly now that Marcus Smart floater. 8-0 run. They're up 11. Jeez, it's so difficult for Miami to come back. They just have to make so many buckets that they're just not used to making so many tons of buckets. And Boston has the 2 3-and-D wings, that the 2 versatile wings that just mess up your ability to get stops in a row, because they're both superstars, both of them. Oh my goodness, Jason Tatum. See, you can't play better defense than that. You can't. And they bail you out every time. And Boston has 2 of those guys. And that's why they're here. That's why they're, looks like they're going to go to the finals. And that's why I would not predict Warriors in 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a tough series, man. Oh, no. Oh, Jimmy somehow got that ball. Butler's ability to finish against a bigger player is unbelievable. And it's subtle the way he extends his arm like that and can fight through the contact and score a bucket. Let's see. So I was saying, who needs the rest the most? I think is Draymond, honestly. I mean, obviously Otto and Looney can always use some rest, but I think Draymond needs rest. I want to say a lot of his bad turnovers are fatigue based. That's what I want to say. So that's why I think Draymond, out of all our guys, benefits the most from this. I mean, obviously Otto and GP and Andre, but also Draymond. Jason Tatum doing like superstar things that just bail you out of the mud. If Bam's not hitting that, it's going to be a long night, and I've seen him miss 2 or 3 of those. And you forget, included with the superstar, ability to stop a run, is getting to the line like Jalen just did. So it's like Boston is forming the blueprint of how to construct a championship team with 2 superstar wings. And I have a feeling that teams like OKC and Houston will try to use that blueprint. Maybe Detroit if they can get another wing. But it's hard to implement a system like the Warriors, as we know. It's very hard. Because Steph is a special player, and then Draymond is once a generation. So I just don't see another team being able to run a system offense that isn't reliant on pick and roll. I mean, you see right now the Heat ran a little split action, Bam and Strus, but Strus missed the 3. I mean, that's as far as they'll go in terms of mimicking the Warriors' offense. To go a few more steps beyond that, you would need a point forward like Draymond. Down 11, 3:35. I'm thinking, Toronto has Scotty Barnes, so you could maybe, but then you need a Steph, and they don't have that. Fred VanVleet, no. I mean, they would need another. They would need a 6'7" Fred VanVleet to try and get a backcourt like the Warriors. Scotty Barnes would have to suddenly age by 2 or 3 more years. We're blessed. We're blessed to have the Kerr system and Steph and Draymond and Clay. And by the way, Wiggs. So I think if there's a blueprint for a championship squad, excuse me, out there, man, the clock is running as they roll the ball up. I think the blueprint is the Celtics. I mean, it's pretty much the blueprint of the Miami Heat, except they don't have the other superstar wing. I guess you could call Jimmy Butler a 3-and-D, maybe, but not really. Wow, Strus dunk putback. This guy was undrafted. Are you kidding me? Man. Hats off to Strus, man. Oh boy. Miami is restless. They're worried. They gotta score here. Absolutely have to score. Good hustle by Lowry, man. This guy's a gamer. Kyle Lowry. He does all the little things. Ooh, challenge? No. They say no. Coaching staff says no. Don't you love it how Udoka's staff, they're just, that's part of the game now. Like, you look down and say, do we challenge? And they say, no. Like, at the last second, they go, no. God, Vic, man. That was the basket they needed. You're down 9 with 144. No way. There's no chance. There's no chance. Well, Lowry stripped. Okay. They need a 3 right here. Or some kind of bucket. Now they need to stop. Let's see, 7. Okay, they need to stop right away. Double them. Come on, Vic. You tired? Vic is tired. He doesn't have the... What is Marcus Smart doing? Wow. That's too early. Lowry's going to score right here. Watch. They need one more stop and a bucket. Just one more. Oh, no. Oh, charge. Oh, my God. What a game. This has incredibly turned into an awesome game with 50 seconds left. They have to score here. They absolutely have to score. Wow. Man, Bam Adebayo is freaking RoboCop. This guy is indestructible. He's indestructible. Good Lord. Bam Adebayo is indestructible. My goodness. Grizz. Yeah. Well, they have the other blueprint for those choosing a championship path that's not as difficult as the Warriors' way of doing it. Get yourself an athletic point guard that can, handle the ball a lot and just have massive athleticism and talent surrounding it. Yeah, this would be a great matchup. We need GP so badly against the Celtics. Yep, this is true too. Oh, they're challenging? Call upheld. Way to go, Scott. I mean, they had no choice but to challenge. You have to challenge because that's your guy's fifth foul. And maybe you get lucky. Maybe they screw up the replay. Oh, God. Strus is going to shoot a three. Oh, my God. He made it. Oh, my God. 40. Oh, my. You know, if the Celtics lose this would be the greatest collapse in Celtics history if they lose. Wow. Yep, make smart drive. What are you doing, Marcus? But I just, wow. Beat him, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's shooting the three. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, no. Oh, Jimmy. But it was open. It was open. Wow. You had Al on you. You should have took him to the hole. Oh my God. And that's what JVG is saying. Oh my God. God, they had a chance. Ah. But look, if you're Miami and you said it comes down to one 3-pointer attempt by Jimmy Butler, do you take that? They'll take it any day of the week. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to criticize it, but I totally understand why he did it. I get it. They only had one timeout left, so no. Yep, there's that too. Wow, they have a foul to give. Oh boy. Man, is that like a, somewhat new tattoo for Tatum? Because it definitely isn't an old one. Like, unless he recolored it or reinfused it. Anyways, someone out there knows. All right, here we go. Strus, are you going to be hero again? Front rim. No foul. Late call by Scott Foster. Scott Foster is one of the last of a dying breed, I tell you, man. He's the last of a dying breed. That's a late call. Oh, they got him for the hook, even though he fouled him before that. What is that fan doing? Is he a Boston fan? Max Strus is their only 3-point specialist. Oh, man. I mean, you know, to for Miami to get this far, for Miami to get to a point where Jimmy will take a make or break three, they shouldn't even come close to this. Like they don't have 3-point shooting. They don't really have a lengthy wing that can score. They have Jimmy Butler, but he's not even 6'7". They don't have a lengthy wing coming off the bench, a la Memphis Grizzlies, a la Phoenix Suns, even the Warriors. Man, based on what I saw, and granted, Boston and Milwaukee were in the same bracket, so they canceled each other out. But it's great to see Bam Adebayo and Tatum. It's like, how did the Heat get this far with an offense as suspect as that? No Jimmy, no Bam. Jason Tatum will not go win that thing. No. Good Lord. Oops. Oh, shit. Thank you, Roland. Okay. Time to do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Wow, Jason Tatum is 4-1 in Game 7s. That's scary. That's scary, man. That's building a resume right there. So I'm gonna do this giveaway as soon as I can, and I gotta start following all the Celtics beat writers. There are so many Celtics beat writers, so many of them. Warriors will 4-0 the tired Celtics. Come on, man. that's called irrational confidence, but okay. I mean, Jordan Poole has irrational confidence, so I don't necessarily blame you. Let's do the giveaway. Excuse me. Oh, here. All right. Let me find a positive comment. The Wire is a great show, somebody said. Let's try again. Let's go look for something. I actually don't think the Warriors' biggest problem is Robert Williams. The Warriors' biggest problem is Jason Tatum. I mean, we don't need to overthink this. Let's see here. I'm gonna do one more time. Oh, I didn't even see this real time. They could have the Loon and Pool podcast. That's fun, man. I love that. I agree. I should screenshot that, but I don't remember where it came from. Bruce Marrow, long overdue. Long overdue. Bruce finally wins. Probably our only blue wrench to never have won. 529, Bruce Marrow. Please email me at rich@letsgowarriors.com and include the word giveaway in your email. I can't wait to finally ship out all the prizes. It's going to be fun, but I'm not making any promises right away. I'm just saying before in a month or two, for sure it will happen. Looney Pool podcast. Bruce. No, the real name should be, how about this? The Clune podcast. The Clooney. No. Oh man, they should totally do a podcast together. Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, as I said, I mean, if all the fans of Miami were given the choice of Jimmy Butler is going to shoot a 3 and it's going to be a bad shot. If he makes it, it's likely you win. If he misses it, I mean, we don't know that, but let's just say if he misses it, then you lose. Do you take it? Every Miami fan would take that. Roland knows what up. Finally, Bruce. Let's see. Oh, Cedric Maxwell. What's up, bro? Way to embellish it, Cedric Maxwell, giving the MVP of the Eastern Conference to Jason Tatum. Well deserved. He's so hard to guard, man. But that's going to be a great matchup, right? Wiggins on Tatum. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, look at Dean talking about what I talked about. They almost made it to the finals based on heart. I agree with that. Let's see. My goodness. Tatum is 4-1 in game 7s with the one loss being to LeBron. Wow. Wow. Good Lord, he's a problem. Oh my goodness, he's a problem. He's a problem. All right. I'm going to get out of here now. Oh, how many likes did we get? Let's see. everyone please splash that like button. So we'll see you in 4 days, I guess. 4 times 24 is 96 minus 2.5. So 93 hours. I'll see you guys. I don't know. Maybe, oh man, someone flipping the bird at the TV camera in the background. I was there when the Cavs beat us in game 7. It hurts. It hurts. The whole arena's empty. And it's okay. I'm blessed enough to have gone to finals 5 straight times. We had a hater in the comments earlier saying, oh, you should be a bar with friends watching this game. No, I should be right here with friends watching this game. And it's great to kind of, I want to say, honestly, like mature to a point where I don't have, you know, what is the greatest currency on Instagram right now? That this will be my parting shot. What is the greatest currency on Instagram right now, which I wish less people would have a need for? What is that currency? So let me check your comments. Oh, Elijah. Yeah, so Tatum has really finally earned. He had to go through so much heartache to get here. Take care, Amy. So before I log off, the greatest currency on Instagram is the greatest currency on Instagram is unfortunately the fear of missing out. So you constantly see people take your pick. At a restaurant you wish you could be at a club you wish you could be at Chase Center you wish you could be at FTX Arena, which I mistakenly called. Hey, Brad Stevens. I mistakenly called American Airlines Arena. They changed the name, FTX Arena. You know, find your home, find your family, and you know, the majority of the time, not all of the time, just the majority of the time, that's where you should be. You know that saying. Actually, I see it all the time on Instagram. It says, you're right where you need to be. And that's absolutely true. Whatever you're going through, it's life, it's a learning process. And there's always something you can learn about what you're going through. And whatever you're going through, just remember that positivity will get you through it. It really will. Whatever that little positivity may be, try and get you through it. And that's what we try and preach here on Let's Go Warriors. So that's it. I'm done. All right, Bruce. Okay, I'm gonna log off now. I think, as I said, I had a sore throat with COVID. I think I'm just gonna I gotta go somehow get somebody to get me a Starbucks Frappuccino. Like, I deserve it. It feels so good, man. I love Starbucks green tea Frappuccino, man. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go celebrate yourself, celebrate your life, and stay positive, man. Stay positive. And we will see you. I really want to go live after practice on Tuesday. After practice on Tuesday. Maybe during if I can find a feed. So let's see what happens. All right. Appreciate that, Bruce. And that means a lot. Yeah, I kept alive. I didn't end it because I didn't want to pressure you either. So when I saw Dean say, "Which message did you mean?" let's let it ride. Let's see if he answers. And I'm glad Dean asked it. I'm glad you answered, and I'm glad I saw it. That's great stuff. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah, I said this before, and just on a closing note that's Warriors related. I said this before on many times when it looked like the Warriors were the underdogs or whatever. I'm not saying anybody here thinks that they are, but Boston has a lot to worry about. I think they're actually worried about us more than we are them, if that was anything that you could measure. But hey, that's Steph Curry for you. That's our. I mean, I'd rather have Steph Curry than Jason Tatum, honestly, any day of the week, right? I mean, as incredible as Jason is and is going to be, I'm more happy that we have Steph Curry. So there's that. And believe me, as starting tomorrow and maybe even tonight, Udoka is going to pull out the tape on the Warriors and he's going to go, dang, right? Really? I'm not embellishing this. It's like Steph Curry is the most feared weapon by NBA coaches in the NBA. He is. So if there's anything to walk into our first practice and our first game 1 on Thursday, there's that. So take that with you. What's up, Michael? You joined late, but I have COVID, so the sore throat part of COVID is nasty. So if you do get COVID and you do have a sore throat, I recommend Cepacol, lozenges, and chloroseptic spray that numbs your throat. It helps. Ooh, this is some history. Okay. All right. I really do gotta log off now, but it's really comforting to know that you guys are here. And oh, another parting word about Warriors and Celtics. Oh man, can you imagine all of the ownership of the Celtics and Joe Lacob, the text messages going back and forth right now? The behind the scenes personnel and ownership groups of both of these franchises, they're having the time of their lives right now. There's going to be a lot of shit talking going on back and forth between them. Yes, I did get vitamins actually, Elijah. I was told to get elderberry, vitamin D, and vitamin C, so that's what I got. Thank you, folks. Lakers, right? They want to stop Boston from what is it, tied or they have more. Lakers have more than Celtics, like 16 to 17 trophies, or what is it? One or the other. All right, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye. Oh, they're tied. Okay, thanks, Bruce. Now, 3. Yeah, the Lakers don't want the Celtics to have more championships. Thanks, people. I'll talk to you by email, Bruce, and we'll see you guys. Yeah, let me just say it. Tuesday evening, sometime. We'll just maybe Tuesday daytime during practice. I don't know. We'll make it up as we go. See you Tuesday.